Okay.
Hey Jennifer, can you turn on the big light so it's a little bit brighter?
Oh.
There we go.
Okay. So belly binding is an indigenous technique, but it was used all over the world. The one I'm about to show you is one that originated in Malaysia. But all over the world, you'll find women binding their bellies. It doesn't really matter what country they come from, they all kind of did it. And basically, yeah, it brings your womb back in. It kind of gives you that closing after your body just opened up to release this child into the world. And it gives you support. It will help you with your posture while you're breastfeeding. A lot of women tend to hunch over when they're breastfeeding, and this helps you hold your body up. It helps you, for me, the reason I got into it was my abs split when I had my babies. I had twins, and so my belly got really big, and it stretched all out and stuff, and then the abs split, and when I had the babies, it still felt really awful. I had a huge gap, and I tried to talk to a lot of people. I tried to talk to my OB, and basically she was like, wait a year. She thought I was talking about like aesthetic purposes, and I was like, no, actually my guts feel like they're falling out, which literally was happening. And so when I was able to bind, it would bring the abs back together, and it made it so that it could heal without the constant pressure of every time I ate, my stomach pushing it all out and breaking the abs again every time I did something strenuous. So to put it on, you would put it up here. This is how you do it by yourself, but if you wanted me to, I could come to you and do it for you, help apply some herbs and make you feel all warm and closed in, held tight. But this is how you would do it by yourself. You would put it up here, you're gonna bite it, and we're gonna just go around our body.
It feels amazing.
It feels amazing.
Yeah.
The first time I did it, and like a lot of people, traditionally you would do it the first, like probably within a few days of you having the child. But I did not do it until 3 months postpartum, which is 90 days, which is a long time after women traditionally would stop, and it still worked for me. So a lot of people will say it's like useless after that. I would definitely say no, because the first night I did it, my whole body was brought in. I would say it was like 8 inches. I like measured it the first night, and I put it on, and 8 hours later I took it off, and then it was night and day. Wow. So when you do it, you're going to bring the long end under the short end, and you're just twisting. It's going to look like knots, but you're not tying anything really. So you would twist it, and always bring the short end back up, and you're going to go the same way around.
That's beautiful.
And so when you wrap it, you're going to spread it thin, spread it flat as you go around, and then you bunch it up again in the center. And there is a learning curve. I'll definitely say the first times I did it, it took me I would say 30 minutes to make sure it was tight in the right places. But it definitely goes faster.
What kind of fabric is that, or where do you get what you're buying?
Cotton fabric is what I would recommend always, just for washability and breathing purposes. But I've used, this one's batik fabric, which is just the way they dye fabric in India, but I've also used Ankara fabric, and Kente fabric, which are both African cotton fabrics. So any cotton fabric I've used, and also muslin. You'll find people who will make them in muslin if you want to try and spend as little money as possible.
Okay. And it's just fabric, or you you order like if I was gonna look this up on Amazon, what am I typing in?
You would type in, yes, if you type in belly binding, you're gonna get a whole bunch of modern contraptions. That was the other reason I did not get a modern one, is they're charging like $200, and then they're like, and after you get like you lose 10 inches, you can buy another one for like extra small. So if you want to find this one, just this long strip of fabric, it's called Bang Kung belly binding.
Am I guaranteed to get a body like yours after?
No, seriously, I'm not kidding you when I tell you I looked 6 months pregnant for 3-4 months afterwards, and I was like, this is not normal.
Okay.
And I like, after I bound for like a month, I was able to, I'm skinnier now than I was before I had the babies, for sure.
And it looks pretty.
It
does.
looks
Beautiful.
Yeah, I wear this out all the time, and no one has ever questioned me once, so I was surprised. But yeah, if you like the word Bang Kung, I'm pretty sure means like waist trainer in like whatever language they speak in
It
Thailand.
sounds like Thai, yeah. Thai is the language.
How many yards do you think you have on there?
Okay, mine I made a little longer than the ones I typically sell. Mine is like 24 feet. But I would say if you were to get it, you would just buy one that is like 18 at most, I would say, unless you like really think that you want to, like when you first start, you would start all the way down here. You want to get it like right at your womb, below your womb, because that's what you're trying to pull in. But yeah, I would say like 18 feet, like 15 to 18 is best, just because you want to be able to bring it all in. You want to be able to go around your body multiple times, and yeah, it feels better, I think. I know some people sell them for like 14, 15, but
Okay.
I think it feels better.
Awesome. Gives you plenty.
Yeah, so you want like plenty, especially in the beginning, you would start all the way down here.
So you come over the top of your ribs,
Yes, I brought it all the way up.
and then you can still breastfeed it.
Mm-hmm, and yeah, and it makes it so you're not constantly slouching. You'll notice when you're slouching, for
Okay.
sure. And that also helps with the healing when you're not slouched over when you're all that.
And what about if I needed a C-section? Would that still be
I
something safe to do?
I did have a
Okay.
C-section, and they usually say it's safe up to like 2-3 weeks after, but I would say just listen to your body. I honestly didn't, my C-section scar healed really quickly, and I still didn't feel comfortable until like 3 months.
Okay.
And I felt like that was good for me, but I know other people who have done it weeks afterwards, and it feels good to like lift it up off of your scar. Like I probably could have started a month or 2 months before.
Okay.
Like it was all in my mind. But yeah, if you end up having a C-section, this is still totally viable, and it will make you still feel really good.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you. That's great.